The webinar on cardiac surgery in women, and we are today paying tribute to Dr. Nina Braunwald, and it's organized by Go Red for Women, Pakistan Cardiac Society, and Scientific Council of Women with Heart Disease. I am Dr. Ahmed Shahbaz, Head of Cardiac Surgery Department, Punjab Institute of Cardiology, Lahore. Braunwald was the first woman who performed open heart surgery. First lady certified by American Board of Thoracic Surgery and the first to be elected to the American Association of Thoracic Surgery. At the age of 32, she led the operative team at the United States National Institute of Health and implanted the first successful artificial mitral valve, and she designed and fabricated it herself. She was born on March 1928, and at the age of 14 she became the member of American Society of Immature Microscopers. She received her medical degree from New York University. From 1952 to 1955, she was trained in general surgery at New York Hospital. She also worked with Dr. Charles, who was the inventor of first artificial heart valve. She worked under the mentorship of Dr. Andrew. In 1958, she was a staff surgeon at National Heart Institute and the deputy chief of clinical surgery till 1968. In 1960, she performed first successful human mitral valve implant in a 44-year-old lady with mitral regurgitation. She developed a cloth-covered mechanical valve which was implanted into thousands of the patients during the late 1960s and early 1970s. She also contributed towards the development of stented aortic homograft. She received many awards in 1960s and 1962, and including the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement. She worked as Associate Professor, University of California, Howard Medical School, and staff surgeon at Boston Children's Hospital, along with her other important positions. She published more than 110 articles in different international journals, including Circulation and the New England Journal of Medicine and Journal of Thoracic and Cardiovascular Surgery. Following her death, the Thoracic Surgery Foundation established Nina Starr Braunwald Research Grant. This foundation also offered Nina Starr Research Fellowship, and the Association of Women Surgeons is also providing Nina Starr Braunwald Award. She was married to Eugene Braunwald, a renowned cardiologist, and she had 3 daughters. Dr. Nina died of cancer in 1992 at the age of 64. To know her better, we must listen to her colleagues in the following video clips. These video clips will give motivation to our emerging female cardiac surgeons. And thank you very much from my side, and I must appreciate the efforts of Dr. Khalda Somro for taking such a promising initiative. Thank you very much.
I met Nina in college. We were both pre-med students. She talked about becoming a surgeon. I said, name me one woman. Who is your model? She couldn't think of any. She said, I want to be a surgeon. Not I'm going to be the first to do it, and I'll become famous. That wasn't it at all. No, I want to be a general surgeon. That was the first time I saw in her this tremendous drive. I'm going to do it. Charles Hofnagel developed a valve that was placed in the aorta. She got excited about the cardiac surgery because she assisted him. And she also did research on valves at Georgetown. In the meantime, Andrew Morrow becomes quite interested in her plans. Morrow was a wonderful mentor. He recognized her skills and her dedication and her positive interaction with patients. It became apparent in the field it was going to be necessary to have an artificial valve. And she began to stitch something together at home. She did dog experiments in the laboratory, and then came the first mitral valve replacement. She had half a dozen firsts.
We're especially proud because my mother is the first boarded surgeon. You can see her here, surrounded by men. To a large degree, she didn't care so much about what people thought about her. She was willing to be her true self.
And she wasn't doing this to get any fame and recognition or to be in any newspapers, or she just was doing it because of her love of being a surgeon.
This picture really epitomizes the joy of her as a scientist. She just...
And the focus.
The focus and the determination. She loved this work.
I remember her at home playing around with gluing valves and little metal structures that she was always trying to make things work and work better.
It was her approach. There was a problem, you had to solve it, and it will work.
Good surgeons work in a hurry. Time means a great deal to them. And time meant a great deal to Nina.
We didn't know that she went back to work at night after we went to bed, or that she got up early in the morning to do things. We just knew what she was like when she was with us. And when she was with us, she was fully present.
The work made my mother very happy. And without it, she wasn't as fulfilled. To be a happy person is more important to be a really well-rounded parent. And so if you can find that balance and that you are made whole by the work that you're doing, that is really important, and you can still communicate to your children that you love them.
She was really remarkable. She was complicated in that she had sort of a shell as a shy person to the outside world, but had so much love inside of her.
Our mother could not cook. Our mother could burn Lipton's noodle soup and make and make minute rice taste terrible. We grew up in a non-traditional family. Because of that, we realized that a woman can have a family and a career, but we also saw the struggles that came with it. The balancing of different needs and whose needs take priority and how do they work that out. We observed their challenge in doing that.
There is a shortage of women in this particular specialty. That needs to be corrected. This initiative, we hope, is going to make that easier.
It's really going to create a path for women in the future that she would have been astonished by.
I wouldn't consider her to be a feminist. She just felt that it was necessary to go out into this male world and to show that you could do it. And doing it at that time meant doing it better. Being as good as is not good enough. You've got to be better.
My mother had an incredible legacy, and the fact that she's still impacting women in medicine decades after her passing, that means everything to us.
I think she'd be very proud because she did care very much about mentoring people along the way.
Oh, I think she'd be thrilled. She would be thrilled.